Many players believe that their aim is the main reason they're stuck in Valorant, but aim doesn't randomly disappear from one match to another. What actually changes is your mental state, the way you think, the way you react, and how you process information under pressure. In this video, I'm going to show you 6 mental shifts that will help you play better, more consistently, and with more control. 1. Tilt is a stress response, not anger. When something frustrating happens, like losing an easy duel or getting criticized, your brain interprets it as a threat. It shifts from controlled thinking to faster, more reactive behavior. Your attention narrows, your patience drops, and your decisions become impulsive. That's why you start overpeaking, rushing plays, or ignoring information you would normally use. Tilt doesn't begin when you're already playing badly. It starts earlier, with small signals like impatience, irritation, or focusing more on mistakes than on the game. If you recognize these early, you can stop the chain reaction before it affects your performance. Before we continue, I just wanted to let you know that I wrote an ebook about the mental side of playing Valorant. I go deeper into things like tilt, consistency, pressure, and decision-making, and show how to stay in control during matches. Link in the description. All right, back to the video. 2. Your performance depends on mental energy. Your mechanical skill doesn't change that much between games. Your mental energy does. Mental energy allows you to focus, process information, and make decisions. When it's low, everything becomes harder. Your reactions slow down, your awareness drops, and your decisions become more automatic. It may feel like your aim is off, but your brain is simply working with fewer resources. That's why one game feels smooth and effortless, and the next feels heavy and chaotic. If your mental energy feels low, take a short break and reset before jumping into another game. 3. Stop chasing peak performance. Build a baseline. Many players treat their best games as their standard. Peak performance, however, is not stable. It depends on perfect conditions, high focus, confidence, and energy all at the same time. Instead of chasing those moments, build a reliable baseline. Focus on what stays consistent: your positioning, your timing, your utility usage, and your decision-making. When your game is built on stability, your performance becomes more predictable, even on worse days. 4. Playing for rank or KDA creates pressure. When you focus on rank, KDA, or proving yourself, every round becomes a test. This creates pressure, and pressure shifts your attention away from the game itself and toward the outcome. Instead of asking, "What is the best decision right now?" you start thinking, "I need to carry," or "I can't mess this up." That shift leads to forced plays, unnecessary risks, and overthinking. Better performance comes from focusing on the current situation, not the result you want to achieve. When your decisions are based on information rather than pressure, your gameplay becomes much more stable. 5. Toxicity destroys your focus. Toxic teammates don't just affect your mood, they affect your attention. When someone criticizes you or creates tension, your brain starts processing that interaction. You think about what they said, how to respond, or how you're being perceived. At the same time, your awareness of the game decreases. You miss information, react slower, and make worse decisions. This is called emotional hijacking. Your focus gets pulled away from the game and toward the social environment. Protecting your performance means protecting your attention. Sometimes that means muting or mentally disengaging from what others say. Not every comment deserves your focus. 6. Play the current round, not the previous one. One of the most common mental traps is carrying previous mistakes into the next round. You lose a duel or a clutch, and it stays in your head. Your attention splits between the past and the present. This reduces your ability to react to what's happening now. Over time, it creates a chain reaction where one mistake leads to another. Breaking this pattern requires a simple reset. At the start of each round, bring your focus back to the present. Think about your position, your role, and the plan for that round. Nothing else. Each round is a new situation. Treat it that way. Improving in Valorant is not only about mechanics, it's about how you manage your attention, your emotions, and your decisions under pressure. When you learn to control those, your performance becomes more stable, more consistent, and more reliable. And that's what actually makes you a better player.